Hey, what's up you beautiful feckers? Now this is Primed Regen, the mod that we have all been secretly waiting for. A mod that will finally allow us to keep our Sentinels alive. Finally. I for one bow down to our extreme overlords. Good choice for a primed mod. Thank you Barrow, good choice. Whoever thought of this obviously isn't being paid enough. Give that fecker a raise. Sarcasm, completely intended. This is, like I said, Primed Regen, Barrow's latest gift to all of us Tenno. Barrow is basically the gift himself that just keeps on giving. It's like taking a shit on your doorstep and running away. It's a gift that none of us wanted but we all got anyway. Now with the addition of the Primed Regen mod, there was also some changes to the normal regen. This was originally left out of the patch notes but later added in, which caused a little bit of confusion. Now the changes to the regen mod are this: both primed and regular regen now grant temporary invulnerability to Sentinels on revive for a duration of 1 second plus 1 second per rank of the mod. This means that with a maxed prime regen, you could now see 11 seconds of invulnerability after it gets revived, and on a normal maxed regen mod it gets a 7-second invulnerability. This means that the normal regen mod also gives your Sentinel a period of invulnerability just 4 seconds shorter, but the primed regen also gives your Sentinel 3 additional revives. Now the biggest issue here for me is why should we spend 40,000 endo, near 2 million credits and 300 ducats just for a few seconds extra of invulnerability and 3 additional revives? Does that make it worth it? What do you guys think? A lot of players are calling this a band-aid fix, and if it is a band-aid fix then it's a pretty expensive one just for Sentinel survivability, because lately I've been using my Kavat a lot more than any other companion, and I know you guys have noticed that because you've seen what name it has and what it's called, because I got a subscriber to name it for me. But when I'm not using it, the only Sentinel I enjoy running since the changes to vacuum is Jin, and that's because of its utility and crowd control, not to mention the corrosive spray that it shoots out as well. I just enjoy its playstyle. But Jin is incredibly fragile, like the other non-primed Sentinels, and it can get destroyed in no time at all in missions with enemies that are, say, level 50 or above. Any kind of area of effect damage and it's gone to Little Robot Heaven in the skies or wherever the hell they go. But with primed regen, it can now get revived 3 additional times, and it can stay alive that little bit longer because of those phases of invulnerability. But this also means that at higher levels, I now get to watch my Sentinel get one-shotted multiple times instead of just once. Yes, it will have those phases of invulnerability for 11 seconds, but then what after those 11 seconds? If you're still being shot at by napalms or bombards or so many other different enemy types, then it's pretty much dead right away. Granted, if you run Carrier Prime, then it will survive a lot longer, but I thought they wanted the player base to move away from being dependent on Carrier because the data showed it was way out in front for being the most used companion, but now it's even better than it was before. It's got vacuum, it's got ammo resupply, and now it's the best choice for Sentinel survivability in our whole arsenal. So maybe this is a little bit of a foolish question for me to ask, so forgive me for asking it, but why not just give Sentinels the ability to repair, to heal themselves, or to be revived by us, or even give them slightly better armor values just so they can survive that little bit longer? I mean, they are little flying robots, so why not give them higher armor? Because that might just allow us to bring them into Kuva Flood missions or sorties and not have to worry about them getting completely annihilated. But like I said, maybe that's just too much to ask. Primed regen still doesn't fix the issues with Sentinel death that we have in the game. I'm still going to run with a Kavat over a Sentinel, or I'll run with a Kubro or my upside down inside out helmet Grenadier Charger because I know I can revive them. Whereas with the Sentinel you're limited to those 3 revives and then they can just get one shot again and it's gone. But if you enjoy running with Sentinels, then you might be okay to run endless missions if you choose to ignore missions that spawn in napalms, bombards, Haika Masters, Scorchers, sapping ospreys, buses, infested fart clouds, toxic ancients, or anything that might shoot at your Sentinel or look sideways at it. So just pick those missions and you'll be fine. Oh, what? Those enemies spawn into all of our missions? No. Well, shit. To test out primed regen, I decided to run my favourite Grenadier survival on Sedna to see how well it would fare against the amount of bombards and napalms that spawn into that mission after 20 minutes, because there does be a lot of them, and my Jinn was all out of revives by the 32nd minute. It had been killed multiple times, all of its revives were gone, and it had been blown to bits, never to be seen again. So maybe I was just doing something wrong, maybe it wasn't Jinn's lack of survivability, maybe it was just me being a fucking potato. Now, I'm not saying the mod is terrible, it is definitely a quality of life improvement for Sentinels, but it's a damn expensive one that could have been something else for us to help keep them alive instead. For me, it's pretty useless because I don't like using any other Sentinel right now except Jinn, but you guys might enjoy it. If you do, then go ahead and buy it, max it out, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Quickly before I end the video, I wanted to point you guys towards the latest episode of our Suddenly Tenno podcast that I'm a part of on Frozenball's Twitch channel. He has it live up on his YouTube right now, and Headshot will have it uploaded sometime later today on his YouTube, but he's also going to be uploading it onto Soundcloud as well. In it, we share our thoughts on all of the crap that's been going on in Warframe since update 19 and onwards. We share our opinions, of course, and I will leave the link to Frozen's and, of course, Headshot's channel in the description below this video. The podcast is 2 hours long, so maybe you might want to wait until Headshot has it up on SoundCloud and you can listen to it that way. Let me know what you guys think of Primed Regen. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.